So Tyler, if someone's vitamin D levels were low, let's say they are maybe this weekend warrior, what can they do to boost their vitamin D levels?
That's a great question. And there's a lot of different factors that go into some of these vitamin D levels, such as that environment, pollution, genetics, where they live with regards to latitude, their diet, and supplementation. Now, some of the data that's coming out is really suggesting that even if you have a really good diet, it's nearly impossible to get enough vitamin D through a diet. So the two other major sources are, one, the sun, or two, through supplementation. Now the sun is kind of like your volleyball, where it's a catch-22. Yeah, you need to go outside. Your body's going to produce sun or produce vitamin D from being in the sun. At the same time, you're at the risk of skin cancer. So a lot of professionals in the field, physicians and clinical researchers will recommend going out 10, 15 minutes in the sun without any sunscreen, but then immediately after that, hurry and put some sunscreen on. So that's one way. The second way is through supplementation. And it's probably the most common and probably, to be honest, one of the safest ways, because both the sun and supplementation, you're not going to reach toxic levels. I mean, in order to get toxic levels by supplementation, you'd have to be taking hundreds of thousands IUs on a consistent basis for an extended period of time. An interesting fact that kind of goes unrecognized is back during the hunting and gathering days, the amount of vitamin D we used to get from the sun is equivalent to about 8,000 to 12,000 IUs per day. And if you look at the common amount that everybody's getting, whether it's through sun exposure or through supplementation or diet, we're significantly below that. We're all inside. We're inside right now. We probably should have done this interview outside.
But we should talk about that maybe just a little bit. As you know, we just submitted another publication in a collaborative study between USANA and the Orthopedic Specialty Hospital, whereby we were comparing the summer contribution versus the winter contribution. And I think we were both surprised by those results, that actually the summer yielded almost no increase in vitamin D levels, no significant increase in vitamin D levels from the sun. Probably exactly what you were talking about, because we're putting sunscreen on, or we're going out covered, or because in our office jobs we're inside during those peak vitamin D producing hours. So it is a little bit of a myth that vitamin D is that sunshine vitamin. So maybe you should look at these alternative forms if you want to boost your vitamin D levels.
Yeah, and that's an excellent point. And in this recent manuscript, that's one of the conclusions, looking at alternative means of increasing vitamin D, whether sun, supplementation,